Hi everyone and welcome back. I've come out purposefully on Saturday morning early to attempt to get this ready for an MOT. Now here's the issue with my current setup on the for the rear light. The new one doesn't have an indicator, doesn't have indicators or anywhere to put them. Look. So I'm not going to be able to use that. I think I'm going to try and take that bracket off and potentially drill through the back of this one. I'm going to have to basically just look into this to see what the best, quickest changeover is. The other thing I can potentially do is cut down this plastic and stick on the flat one, which will do a similar thing, but not overly keen on the flat one. Let me I'm going to take a few minutes. What I'll do is I'm going to chuck them both on, see how bright they are, the new one and the other flat one. Let's see how bright they are. Let's see how they function. I'll get you on the tripod and we'll go from there for now to see what's next. So it definitely works. That's the light on. It's not the brightest in the world, but it's definitely in there. You can see it, and then the brake light follows. So definitely works. I've taken off the old bracket, the rear system. I now need to work out how the new system will sit in and bolt. But it's not, shouldn't be stupidly hard. It's such a shame that these rear bolts don't. So here's the plan. That's the original fixing. I'm going to bolt that in there. The two holes from the original won't fit, they're out the way. So I'm just going to drill two new holes through here and here for it to mount. Very simple. And we'll put bolts through. Absolutely spot on. And then of course all the wiring will go down, through, up and back round. It's going to be a quick-ish, easy fix. Two holes. There. That's it, that needs to stay fixed. Come down a touch. There. So there you go, two little bolts in here. The rest of the setup is the same. It's all about the same height. I'm going to just put a little, I'm just going to nip it up a little bit and that's it. Wires down, it can go back together. That's good. That's very good. Yeah, perfect. Great. Right, I need to put the bulb back through. I need to undo it. That's just a mock-up. Put the bulb back through, put it back on. So we've got that sorted. Oh, what am I cooking? Am I overflowing fuel? I am overflowing fuel. Well, let's switch that off. Where was that dripping from? Where's the overflow pipes here? What I might need to do, wow, it's dripping quite a lot. I might need to get this carb off. It's rare that it drips. That's quite a lot actually. Wow. So let me think, because we're out then, MOT is out of the question. A bit annoying actually. But I can get both the bikes ready for next week, or I can try and get this carb off quickly. See, normally you'd give a carb with a bad flow a tap. We're flowing, look, we're putting a fair amount actually, so it's not really sealing at all. The other option here would be to put on a suction system. There is a suction pipe there doing something, probably an EGR system. There, look. Yeah, it's an EGR system. The other thing you do is put a suction pipe on, which would only flow. But then saying that, this is dripping while flowing, so that wouldn't solve the issue. Okay, well, we know where we sit then. It's probably a quick carb clean. Actually, let me run through the fuel that's in there. Silly not to. And then the ideal is, I might even be able to get the carb off here. The tank's easy to take off actually. I'll take the tank off. Yeah, and I'll pull the carb out this way. Yeah, alright. If I can get the cap out, that's even better, but I better leave it till the fuel's. Alright, I'm going to do a speedy job here then, because I do want to get this to an MOT today, ideally. So look, very easy to pop off. Bottom off, clean out, back on, no messing about. It shouldn't take a minute. And that's it really. Good clean. It's not overly dirty, it's used. I'm not going to film it, there's no point, you've seen it a million times. I'm just going to do it and chuck it back on and hope we've solved the problem. So, quick clean done. From what I saw, no issues at all. Let's chuck the tank up loose and we'll run the fuel and we'll see if it's stopping. That's the best thing to do at this stage. Very simple test here. Fill it up, it shouldn't spill out. I think our problem's solved there. Let's check that that fuel was in there. It was. There you go. All right. Doesn't appear to be any drips. Let's run it. I turn the fuel off out of good practice anyway, guys, because it's a drip system. It's good practice to turn them off always. Right, rear light, let me finish the rear light, and seat back on, rear back on, and yeah, should be able to head to a test, I think. I'm an idiot. Upside down. And you need it because it's a number plate light. It wouldn't have mattered otherwise. Alright, I'll spin it. Take 2 minutes. So here it is. MOTable, not perfect. MOTable. Front tyre, rear tyre's good. Front tyre feels okay actually. No, I'll put a touch of air in there. Yeah, alright, we're good. I'm going to take this for MOT and fingers crossed it makes it there and everything's working. So you guys know me now. Yeah, rode really well, really smooth engine. I've actually looked, the mileage is like 6,500 kilometers. So it's done like 2,000 miles from new, or 3,000 miles from new. Very smooth. There's actually nothing wrong with it at all. As long as the light I just put on holds up. I didn't even check it. I didn't even bother. I'll let them get on with it. But yeah, as long as the light held up, which it did, I'm sure it did, then that's an easy pass, smooth bike, easy ride. I've got 650 in my head, but it's probably worth a touch more. It actually isn't like that Piaggio. It's actually not as rusty, it's not as rickety, it is actually more secure and safe and smooth. It's probably 750, no offers. It'll be a great first time bike for someone. You don't have to worry about it. It's cheap shit overall, but it actually rides well and is safe. So I'm going to have some breakfast. Let's see exactly how they do, and we'll go from there. So I'm back. It rode so well, so well. I've got one advisory on the front tyre being close to the limit, but it's not. The thing is so far there, so I don't know. That's a little mistake there actually, which isn't the end of the world. But look, they're the judge parts, and they are well under. They're not even on the max limit, or you know, yeah, there is plenty tread left in that tyre. So I'm not quite sure where that came from. They didn't mean the rear, did they? And the rear's got plenty and all. Yeah, no, tyres are good. So it passed with one advisory, but really it's not real. Where do we go from here? Let's look close up. The chrome will shine, the paint will shine. So this side panel had a lot of work. It's not going to look great. It drives really well. This lever's too high. I need to, if it's a slot on system here, I'm going to pull it down a couple of nudges because it's uncomfortably high. Look how high it is from the lever, look. And my foot felt it, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to recheck the oil level. Don't get me wrong, it's fine, but I will recheck it at some point. Yeah, okay. So throw a rag over it and then advertise it. 650, no offers, that's it. It's gone. It needs nothing else. It rides beautifully. It's not the best looking thing. If I was wasting time on this bike, I'd buy a wrap and I'd wrap both pipes up to here. I don't know what this silver stuff is, but I would wrap it up to there and have the shorter looking can. I would do the same on the other side. That would really clean it up. But saying that, it's an old tatty bike, you know. Cool. I've just thrown the video up for the ad up for that. I'm thinking, what's left? I've got the Piaggio that's up for sale. I've got this that's up for sale. They're going to go soon. I've got the 250 Cruiser and I've got the Benelli. There's actually not much left. Yeah, wow. I'm going to have to work out, well, what I do and what's next. I bought 2 new coils for the 250cc. I actually uploaded the 250cc vid today. I edited it even. It sounded terrible on camera. I'm wondering if the carbs are out of balance. First thing I want to do is make sure both sides are sparking well, which is what the new coils are for. And then, yeah, I want to check that both the carbs are balanced, because it just seemed well out really. It wouldn't rev or anything. For 100 quid I can get a brand new set of twin carbs, exact ones for that bike. It's probably worth it, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna fire that up again soon at some point. But for now, I think the Benelli's so close to an MOT, and it's another 650 once ready. So I think I'll pull that out. Let's get the rear brake I can sort. I just need to loosen the rear brake off. I over tightened it, meaning the brake doesn't kind of bite too much. And the front brake is a master cylinder, but isn't right. It kind of bites really hard and then kind of doesn't really do much. So I need to scuff down the new brake pads, I think, and give the disc a clean in case there's any oils or anything on it. So I might just pull that out and get the front caliper off and have a look at it. It won't hurt. Let's push this back over in the corner. I think the Piaggio will sell before this, but I'd expect them all to sell at some point. They're all 650, 650, 650, 650. Cheap and cheerful, running, riding with MOT. You can't go that wrong, really. You've got your money worth in parts.